from the public service picket lines. We are getting the first update in days on talks and offers and counteroffers going on between the federal government and the Public Service Alliance of Canada. We have some live pictures here. You can see this is the picket line outside a Service Canada location in Toronto. Our reporter on the story this morning is Linda Ward, and that camera is going to move right over to show Linda as she brings us, Linda, new breaking details that we're getting from our colleagues at Radio-Canada. What are we now learning?
Yeah, Heather, this morning we're learning just from Radio-Canada, our colleagues over there, that there is word from a PSAC Executive Vice President Yvonne Barriere that they expect a counter-offer from the government in the next few hours. We know there have been no progress in talks since at least Tuesday. The sticking points remain wages and work from home. We know that the union was asking for 13.5% over 3 years, and the government was countering with 9%. The union saying that they had moved on that offer twice. They haven't given us a new number. I've been asking people here what that number is, and they don't even know. But Industry Minister François-Philippe Champagne was asked, if back-to-work legislation was in the cards here. He says they're not there yet. PSAC has told us that they do plan to ramp up their pressure tactics if a deal is not reached, Heather.
In the meantime, as we await word on if there is some sort of counteroffer, obviously you're in the thick of things. It's day 10, and it is rambunctious. It is a bit raucous there and loud as you see those strikers on the picket lines. What is the latest as far as what's happening today and where they're targeting, and the numbers in terms of people who are out and on those picket lines, Linda?
Yeah, well, there is quite a large crowd here, Heather, today, and across various locations here in the GTA. There are 3 locations, all quite similar. Large groups of workers out on the picket line. We're also getting word of, action at places like border crossings. We know this week there has been picket lines showing up at Pearson Airport, for example, at CFB Valcartier, at postal outlets as well. So certainly ramping up the pressure tactics, and some numbers coming in from the Treasury Board, Heather, this week about just how many people have actually withdrawn work services, specifically from the largest group of PSAC workers that are on strike, that core administrative group of 120,000 workers. Their numbers say 71,000 on average withdrew services in the last week. Now you have to think about that in the framework of essential workers as well, because 46,000 of those 120,000, of course, are essential. So if you do the math, it works out to be about 90%. Was asking one of the picket captains here on the picket line just what she makes of the support from her membership.
The support is great. We appreciate our membership. The support is great, and this is what we need. This is what we need to show the government. They brought us to this point. They had 2 years to bring us a good contract. 2 years. We've been at the table. They've not been at the table in good faith. So they brought us to this point. This is not something PSAC wants to do. But this is the hand we've been dealt with, and this is what we have to do.
So workers, all of them here saying, it's been a rough few days and into 10 days now on the picket line. A lot of them are feeling the financial pinch starting to creep in as well. They say they just got their last paycheck, and as of next week, they're probably going to get paid for, I think, 2 days, and then they're going to be starting to see the impact on their bottom line as well. So it's been a cold week. It's been a week of uncertainty, but certainly with the news this morning that there may be a counteroffer coming, this crowd is just getting more and more lively as the hours go on, Heather.
Linda, it has been all of that for this week, and we've appreciated your reporting all the way through. Thank you, Linda Ward, live outside that Service Canada Centre in Toronto.